Alright. So check it. Dragon Ball Absalon, Episode 6, Part 2 and Part 3. Now, this video almost didn't happen for a number of reasons. One, because I've been so busy with my granddad's funeral, like school. Engineering is real tough, and trying to get all these videos prepared for you guys has been quite the hassle, but I managed to get it done. The second reason is I usually, before I review these things, I like to know more about what's happening. This time, I'm going to have to take some guesses as we review it. So I hope y'all is down for that. Without further ado, let's get to it. So, Dragon Ball Absalon Episode 6, Part 2, basically was a sneak peek of what we saw in Part 3. And it basically showed where Captain Henzo appeared at the lair where Bulma, Pan, and Bra and the kids were hiding out. So, basically, when he shows up, they have this little standoff type of thing. And I gotta give props to Pan and Bra and everybody for standing their ground, because Captain Henzo appeared in the Super Saiyan 4 form. They kind of knew that they were, in terms of raw power level, outmatched. I don't know if they were actually outmatched, but no, actually they were. They were but they took a stand anyway. And see, this is why I appreciate Mellavelli's design and Alice the Great's writing and everything. Shout out to the whole squad, because everybody didn't stop training. In the usual Dragon Ball Z situation or Dragon Ball GT situation, if Goku or Vegeta or Gohan or whatever was not here, Pan, Bra, the kids, Lillian, they wouldn't be useful. They would be like trying to run and hide. But this time they stood their ground for a fight. Now, the fight progresses with the opening of the guy relegating him to their level, basically going to base form. A lot of people said that was Super Saiyan White. I'm seeing reactors do that. Nah, it's not Super Saiyan White, fam. That's just, he's an old man. So, so he went to his base level. So he's basically just toying with them. And, even though he was toying with them, they decided to throw hands with him. So Bra and Pan are exhibiting character traits that are just like Goten and Trunks. They're rash and they like to jump into things, So they went straight to violence, which, considering the situation, I would have tried to negotiate a little more. I don't know. We probably would still have to fight him if I was in their shoes, but it's just they jumped right into it, and that's okay. I am not complaining. But yeah. So the fight progressed. Bola, I keep calling her Bola. Bra, threw a couple shots at Captain Henzo in his base form. He dodged him pretty easily, blocked him pretty easily. The kids ran in, threw a couple shots. One of them almost got shot with a ki blast, but Pan zoomed in to save them, and that was a pretty cool little sequence. I can appreciate that the kids had the courage to jump in there. I can see how strong the kids are, man. They're definitely kids of Maju because of the pink energy blast and stuff. But yeah, but they were not ready, fam. Especially when Captain Henzo destroyed Bulma's droids, like with no effort, which was kind of expected, and they seemed surprised. I don't know why they were surprised. He was in a Super Saiyan 4 transformation, and even though, I don't know what to say about that. They should have seen that coming. Yeah, but even after that, they decided to attack him again, and this time Captain Henzo started dispatching people. Like Lillian went down first, and then he came after Bulma, knocked her out, and at that point, Bra was like, we got to fuse to become a Super Saiyan. Now here's where it starts to get interesting, okay? So apparently, Bra and Pan can't turn Super Saiyan on their own, but they can when they fuse. So kind of like a Gotenks type situation. Although Goten and Trunks could turn Super Saiyan before they fuse. So I'm not sure how that works. I don't know how, is their fusion smarter than them, or is their fusion have the ability to unlock Super Saiyan when both of them can't? That's odd. Like, in order for Gotenks, if you take Gotenks' situation, In order for them, they unlocked Super Saiyan 3 by some type of magic, but they at least were able to go Super Saiyan by themselves before they could fuse. Otherwise, the fusion, I'm guessing, doesn't know how to. But then again, Gotenks was able to unlock Super Saiyan 3, so I don't really know how that math fusion works. That's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z plot part I'm missing. If it's a plot hole, y'all let me know in the comments. But anyway, I found that pretty interesting. And then Pan kept arguing with her like, oh, we can't go Super Saiyan because you know, he's just playing with us. If he goes into a higher form, he'll kill us off instantly. And she had a good point. Now, I've been seeing a lot of reactions to this episode, and I've been seeing a lot of people be hating on Pan just because she didn't want to go out there and fight like a dummy, alright? At least Pan's got a head on her shoulders. The main strategist right here is Pan, because you don't want to mess with Captain Henzo in a higher form. Like, he can go to like Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. That's too much even for a Super Saiyan fusion. Like, you saw what happened earlier in episode 4 where Gotenks in Super Saiyan 1 and 2 couldn't handle the Golden Ozaru, and that's like right before Super Saiyan 4 form, about Super Saiyan, a really high Super Saiyan 3 ability. If Captain Henzo goes in Super Saiyan 4, they're kind of finished. So at least Pan realized that. But you know, Bra, who just saw her mom go down, also had a good point, and I can see why she'd be angry. So she decided to take him on by herself. She got off what looked like a Final Flash homage to her father Vegeta type of shot, but it didn't really do much. Captain Henzo dodged that bad boy and grabbed her by the arm, was pretty much about to take her in when Pan jumped back in to power up and helped her fight it off. But before that happened, Captain Henzo and Bra had this interesting little conversation about Vegeta, about how he's the Prince of all Saiyans. I know everybody's been waiting for Vegeta and Goku and Piccolo to appear and everything. I am, but I always wanted to know, what is with these Absalon Saiyans' hatred of Vegeta? I know that they escaped Planet Frieza, and I know that they are like an offshoot bunch of Saiyans. I don't know why they have beef with Vegeta. Maybe, now this is where I'm gonna go off on a ledge on just a little bit. Maybe it's because these Saiyans were originally planning to overthrow Frieza, kind of like Bardock, but they knew that they weren't strong enough. And they hated the fact that Vegeta now became a servant of Frieza. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they saw that, with all their Saiyan pride talking, you know, they saw that Vegeta saw his plan destroyed, saw his father get killed by Frieza, and then still decided to grovel at his feet. Maybe that's why they're so pissed off at Vegeta. I don't know why, but it's an interesting little plot insert. Shout out to the writers, Alice the Great and Mellavelli. Shout out to that. But anyway, the fight continues. This time Pan powers up and says, "Am I the only one who wants to live here?" Which is kind of true. I mean, she's not the only one who wants to live there, but you know, it was an interesting little line to add in. She powers up into what seems to be mystic form. I mean, or ultimate form, whatever you guys want to call it. I find this interesting. And I like it, because let's take form is just the unlocking of your potential. Then technically every character in Dragon Ball Z / Dragon Ball GT has the ability to ascend to this level. And the ultimate form is up to level Super Saiyan 3. So all of a sudden we've got an actual contender. Pan just became an actual contender in this scale conflict. So she goes at him, what looks like I can't say it because it was mentioned, but it wasn't indirectly said. It was mentioned and indirectly said, but it wasn't directly stated that she was in her ultimate form. So it looked like she's in her ultimate form. She attacks Captain Henzo and actually gives him a decent run for his money. So they take the fight outside to the cityscape and everything, while the rest of the squad recovers. And she gets him out to this field where she actually knocks him on his back. You know, she actually shows what she's made of. I'm really proud of Pan for that. But then it zooms to Captain Henzo's right eye, I guess, like close up, and you see that he sees that his son Peruka is dead from episode 4 when Gotenks sliced off his head. So that pisses him off. He goes straight to Super Saiyan 4 transformation, and it's pretty much over. He's already out of her league now. Throws her through a couple of walls, and one hit, Pan is down. One hit, the kids are down. He's about to kill the kids with like a black key blast. Pan jumps back in, knocks the key blast out of the way. So it gets pretty dicey, and it's as expected in a real Dragon Ball Z fight. If somebody of a higher power level and you actually get to fight him and he actually takes you seriously, this is what's gonna happen. One shot and everybody's down. So it gets pretty grim pretty quick. Pan punches him, but it's just a symbolic punch. It has little to no effect. She talks about how Maju will come and kill them. Captain Henzo mocks Maju about not being there to protect his family, and Pan comes to this gritty conclusion where she has to kill her kids in order to not have them captured by this guy. Now, before everybody jumps on me, yes, you heard me right. Kill the kids. Now, this was an interesting twist. I had forgotten how dark this series was, but in that situation, as a parent, what would you do? Everybody was giving Pan a lot of hate for this situation. Now, it's not like they could run, because Super Saiyan Force is faster than any of them can fly or run. And she was the only one, until Bra showed up, she was the only one on the scene with any substantial power. So, she really didn't have much choice. The kids weren't gonna beat him, obviously. They weren't gonna be able to outrun him. If he wanted to, he could just have killed Pan and the kids right there. He could have knocked them out. He could have had them all if he wanted to. So she saw her opportunity was like, okay, if I don't, since he's toying with us, I'm gonna do something right now. And it's not a good decision, but it was one of these only ones. I still think it could have been handled, like she could have gotten out better, but that was a nice little twist, nice little intensity, dark twist right there. I see what Alex the Great and Mellavelli was going for right there. Luckily, that didn't happen, of course. Bra jumped in, Lillian blocked the blast, and Bra jumped on her and pinned her down. Of course, Pan is very distraught. Of course, the kids are very distraught seeing their mother about to shoot them. The kids take off, right? And then Lillian and Bra and Pan are the last ones left. Captain Henzo gives a little bit of kudos to Pan for like wanting to sacrifice her kids instead of having them live in slavery, which is like the pride of a true Saiyan, but he still has orders who's gonna carry him out. Now, here's the part in the episode where I don't know what's happening, okay? So, right when things look like they're about to be over, Big Sword flies in and Future Trunks makes his appearance. Now, he appeared in episode 2, right, when he's headed the Trunks. When he met with his present timeline self. And he gave the big sword to a big sword to Trunks to help kill Razzle. Now here's what I think is going on, okay? So Future Trunks appears with Future Gohan. Now I don't know which timeline this Future Trunks is from, because it's not from the Future Trunks timeline we saw in Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball Z Gohan was dead, or unless I'm mistaken, they brought him back to life, or something happened in the multiverse, or wherever the Time Patrollers are at. So I like the fact, first of all, I like the fact that Time Patrollers are included. So I like the fact that Alex the Great and Mellavelli are hip to the new Dragon Ball Z stuff happening, and they can adapt the writing. Or if that was put in before the writing, because they've done some things that happened before games came out or before shows came out. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they wrote that in first, Time Patrollers, and then Dragon Ball Z Universe took suit. I don't know. Either way, it's dope. Time Patrol, so basically maybe Gohan was resurrected, or this is a different timeline Gohan, okay? So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm betting it's the former, like he's resurrected or something, or maybe he wasn't dead after DBZ. Maybe I don't know, fam. But anyway, it's good to see him. Good fan service to see him. They had this discussion with Captain Henzo about like some universal laws. So basically, apparently Future Trunks and Future Gohan and the Time Patrols and whoever their gang or whatever organization they're working for has run across these Absalonian Saiyans in the past, and they've had conversations. So there's a lot of history. Like with this little segment of part 3, Mellavelli and Alex the Great really widened up the plot, which I'm really interested to read now, because I hope this gets like translated into a novel or something, because I need to read this stuff, like, or a manga or something. I hope he gets his website back up. But they really widened the plot with that. Apparently, there's been a couple coups. They've had this is not the first generation Absalonian Saiyans. So there's been agreements that have been broken, universal laws that have been trespassed. Apparently Razzle is a wanted criminal from not just this timeline, but from other timelines, because the Time Patrollers are after him. Trunks and Gohan and whoever else the Time Patrollers got are after him because he's got technology that can go between dimensions. So we got he can transport to a nexus or something, which is pretty dope. Apparently, I didn't know Razzle was that famous. He's apparently gonna grab Bulma's technology for some components for some more time traveling devices or time warping devices he's making. And apparently he's a really infamous interdimensional criminal. So that's pretty interesting. And the fact that the Absalonian Saiyans are working with Razzle, and he's in under their protection, so Trunks and Gohan can't imprison him or take him in for trial, this is really a dope turn. Also, after the short conversation, what happened again was that Captain Henzo threw one of them Pokeballs and summoned up another Saiyan woman this time. It's a female Saiyan this time. Looks like Mellavelli and Alice the Great and stuff. They're not about to be showed up by Dragon Ball Super. But so basically, Captain Henzo ends the conversation by saying, I'm going to kill the Time Patrollers and you can take the kids and the women in. So we're really in a grim situation right now. Trunks turns Super Saiyan, the woman turns Super Saiyan, Captain Kara comes out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from. I guess since episode 6 part 1, when he saw General Tamagi take Goten and Trunks in, he ran over to the scene where Captain Henzo was to provide backup to clean up the rest of the mess. So here's what we got right now. We got Bra. Well, hopefully he can go Super Saiyan now. If there's any time of desperation, this would be it. I know Super Saiyan can be summoned on time of need. We got Bra, we got Lillian, we got the 2 kids who are already injured from Captain Henzo. Well, actually, the 2 kids jet bolted. Pan, who's knocked down. Again, and Super Saiyan Trunks, Gohan. I don't know how high Trunks' forms can go, but I hope they can go high because Captain Henzo alone is enough to knock all these guys down. And then you got the woman and Captain Kara, who's also in the Super Saiyan 4. It looks like Super Saiyan Blue, but it's not. The Super Saiyan 4 with blue hair. I don't know. That's kind of odd, but okay. So basically, once again, our boys are kind of messed up. Now, I would say this is the opportunity for Maju from the previous parts to jump in and help these people out, but he's dealing kind of sick because Sizzle tried to awaken Majin Buu in him. And so, well, it looks like Maju's still in control, but I guess he's got a darker edge to him because he's awakened Kid Buu within him. So Maju needs to hurry up. Somebody needs to hurry up. But yeah, but the episode doesn't end off there. After the short black credits to be continued screen, it goes to Hell. Now, I love the opening they did for Hell, okay, the flashing portal thing. I don't know if that's a portal, but that was dope effect. Piccolo sitting on a cliff in Hell. They used the original Dragon Ball Z score in the beginning, so I like the music, the homage paid to Bruce Faulconer's mix of the music. Yeah, and Goku appears, and then Piccolo opens up his turban over his head and says Goku, and then it goes black and credits. So looks like we might get some Piccolo and Goku soon. We're finally getting that juice. We're at episode 6. I don't know how many episodes this miniseries plans to have, but I will be here for a long time to come. Anyway, that's pretty much what I can say about this. Halfway through the episode, I didn't know what was going on, but I'm gonna do some more research. I'm gonna hopefully hit up Mellavelli and see what's really up, and hopefully his website comes back up, because I was reading some of the the Maju manga and the Legend of story of Zykor manga up there, and he took it all down. I'm like, dang, bro, I didn't get to put a review out for those either. So I hope everybody enjoyed. I appreciate everybody's patience for this review. This is the Adam Smasher live from the multiverse. I'm out.